Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Story by Vera. So if you're new on this channel, do well to like and subscribe to this channel and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. So today we'll be bringing you the continuation and the last part of the story titled Trapped in His Promise. So we need to find out what made Mr. Dera trapped Amara into his promise. A new subscriber here, do not forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. And for my returning subscribers, I say thank you for always sticking around. Today we'll bring you the second part. So we'll bring you the ending and the last part of it. Hope you enjoyed the first one. So let's get this one started. The price of freedom. Amara froze. The coffee shop's hum disappeared beneath the pounding in her chest. The humid Benin air clung to her skin like sweat-soaked regret. There he stood, Dera, calm as ever, hands in his pockets, as if she were simply late for a dinner date, not fleeing for her life. She turned on instinct, ready to bolt into the crowded streets, but his voice stopped her. You run again and someone dies tonight. He didn't raise his voice, he didn't move, but the weight of his words struck her like a slap. Amara turned back slowly. What do you want from me? I want to take you home, he said, stepping forward. That's all. This isn't home, she whispered, her voice trembling. You are not my family. I'm the only one who ever cared enough to stay. No, she said, you are the one who never let me go. That night, he didn't drag her back. He didn't even touch her. Instead, he booked 2 rooms in a motel outside the city and told her to think. Think about what? About the life she had been forced into, the promise that ruined everything, about how love, if that's what it had been, had turned to obsession. He sat on the edge of the bed, staring at the cracked ceiling as rain pounded the roof. Somewhere in the room next door, Dera waited, but Amara didn't cry. Not anymore. She reached for the flash drive again. She had hidden it inside the lining of her bag, sealed tight with duct tape. The files were still intact. Names, locations, and codes. Among them was a name that hadn't caught her eye before. Benjamin Ume Contact, former associate of Dera, now enemy. She stared at the number beside the name. It was risky, but she had nothing left to lose. Benjamin answered on the third ring. Who is this? She hesitated. Someone Dera had been keeping, like a caged bird. There was silence, then a low chuckle. Well, damn, took you long enough. You know him? I made him, Benjamin said. And he made me. But that was before he lost his damn mind. Amara leaned forward, voice urgent. Can you help me get out? Another pause. Maybe, Benjamin replied, but it comes with a price. What price? Information. You give me words on the drive, and I'll give you freedom. She hesitated. That drive was the only leverage she had. But what good was leverage if she remained a prison? Deal, she said. The next morning, she slipped out of the motel before dawn. Dera didn't chase her this time. He didn't need to. He wanted her to run. He believed she would always come back. But this time, she had a plan. She met Benjamin in an abandoned gas station off the Benin bypass. He was older, heavier, with a limp in his left leg and a permanent frown etched into his face. You look just like her, he muttered when he saw her. Amara froze. You knew my mother? I did. She was the only good thing Dera ever touched. They sat in his van. She handed him the flash drive. He plugged it into a rugged, old laptop eyes scanning the files. I knew he had a backup plan, Benjamin muttered. Typically, Dera, always 2 steps ahead. What's on it? Enough to bring him down? Drug routes, bribe records, names of corrupt police chiefs. Amara's blood ran cold. He's still in that life? You thought he changed? Benjamin scoffed. He just got better at hiding it. He felt sick. All the lies, all the half-truths. I'm doing this for your own good speeches. He hadn't been protecting her. He had been using her, shielding his empire under the guise of fatherly devotion. Benjamin closed the laptop. Deeper than I thought. He's not going to stop coming for you. So what do I do? Benjamin handed her a small envelope. There is a safe house in Calabar. Go there. Stay quiet. If he finds you again, you will be ready. Amara took the envelope. Thank you. He grabbed her wrist. No, don't thank me. Just survive. The safe house in Calabar was nothing like he expected. It wasn't a bunker or a dusty room with no windows. It was a modest bungalow with white curtains and bookshelves full of old novels. A kind woman named Ime lived there, one of Benjamin's ghosts, as he called them, people who had once worked with Dera, betrayed him and lived to tell the tale. Why are you helping me? Amara asked one night as they made dinner together. Ime smiled sadly. Because I used to be you. That night, Amara asked for the full story and Ime told her. Told her how Dera's organization used women like pawns, how promises became shackles, how he once offered to save Ime's brother from jail in exchange for her silence, how he used guilt like a weapon, how he twisted love into chains. He doesn't kill people, Ime said. Not directly. He's worse. He breaks them until they kill themselves. Amara felt like the air had been sucked from the room. But still, part of her didn't want to believe it. There was a version of Dera she couldn't forget. The man who had driven her home in the rain, who bought her medicine when she was sick, who stared at her like she was the only thing holding him to humanity. Was it all a lie? Or was that the part of him he used to hide the monster underneath? 3 weeks passed. Amara began to heal. She read books, cooked meals, laughed again. For the first time in years, she felt free. Then the flowers came. A bouquet of white lilies left on the porch. No notes, no messages, just the scent of memory. White lilies had been her mother's favorite flower. Amara's hand trembled as she dropped them. He had found her. She ran back inside, locked all the doors. Ime called Benjamin. An hour later, the power cut out. Then came the knock. Soft, gentle, rhythmic. Knock, knock, knock. She grabbed a knife. Ime pulled her into the bedroom. Hide, she whispered. Don't make a sound. But Amara had enough of hiding. She stepped out, opened the door, and there he was, soaked from the rain, smiling like the devil dressed in grief. I told you, Amara, he said softly. I always keep my promise. You are sick, she spat. I'm devoted. You destroyed my life. I gave it purpose, Dera said. You were drowning. I built you a ship. No, she said, tears blurring her vision. You tied me to the anchor and called it love. Dera sighed. You've been talking to Benjamin. He's a bitter old man, rotting in regret. And you? She eased. What are you rotting in? Guilt, madness, or just the lies you tell yourself feel like a savior? He stepped closer. I saved you, Amara, from poverty, from loneliness, from yourself. She held up the knife. Don't come any closer. Dora looked at it, then at her. Then he did something she never expected. He got on his knees. Rain soaked him. Thunder cracked. I made a promise, he whispered, and I've kept it. But I see now, keeping you isn't the same as saving you. He reached into his pocket. Amara flinched, but he pulled out a USB. Everything, the whole empire, is all here. I'm done. She stared, stunned. I'm tired. Amara, I thought I could protect you, but I only made you a prisoner. He placed the USB on the ground and stood slowly. I will disappear for good. I swear it. Why should I believe you? She whispered. Because I finally believe you deserve to choose. Then he turned and walked into the room. Weeks passed. She never saw him again. Benjamin used the USB to bring down the rest of Dera's network. Raids happened. Arrests were made. Names exposed. But Dera vanished. No trail. No whisper. Nothing. Some say he fled the country. Others believe he's dead. But Amara knows better. He's out there, watching, waiting, keeping his final promise from a distance. Sometimes she wakes up in the middle of the night, heart racing, certain he's nearby, but there is only silence. And yet, she can't help but check the pouch every morning, just in case there are lilies.